I'm Travis Johnson. I'm a D4 warrior.
My name is Jason Horgan. I'm D4.
Rank D4. Name Darius Anderson.
Okay,
number
good.
5. Kyle Rush. I'm ranked D4 right now.
It's a spicy D4 player.
Connor Varley, D4, and I play up the gut, center, and in the back.
Alright, so my name is Colin Mulcahy. I play Division 4, aka Little Terry, so some people call me.
I'm Chris. My rank is D5.
Is D5?
Oh no, I'm D4.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, whoa!
Barely.
Yeah.
Name is David Blanco. I mainly play the snake, the 1. Sometimes I switch out to the 2, but I'm ranked D4.
My name is Ryan Holt. My rank is currently D2. And I can play anywhere.
My name's Floppy, and D5 warrior, and I play snake side.
My name is Chris. Cnoddings. I'm ranked D2.
So what got you into paintball?
Well, it started actually, Kyle got a job at Action Pack in Jordan.
Ooh.
He brought me down for a couple of woods ball games. So. Then he roped me into a speedball tournament somehow. So
How'd that go?
poorly. I don't even think we got made out of prelims. So.
What got you into paintball?
My brother, actually.
Really?
He was in it probably 4 years prior.
Okay.
I decided to call him up one day and was like, hey, hook me up with a setup.
Yeah.
My first gun was a Spider Extra.
Hey,
Yeah.
mine was a Spider Electro.
Yeah, so that's what got me into it, and just kind of morphed into tournament paintball, I guess.
Good.
I want to say what got me into paintball was just seeing a lot of people just playing in rec play, and just wanted to get a lot more competitive with it.
Got me into paintball as I went to a buddy's birthday party and played one time, and I was just hooked after that.
How long ago was that?
I was, it was like 9 or 10.
Dang.
Somewhere in there?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
We played for a while.
Well, I watched YouTube videos back in the day on the old PSP and MPPL, and then my freshman year in high school, we had 2 foreign exchange students come up from Guatemala, and I was talking to them about paintball, and Jose played paintball, and he's just like, yeah, come out and play, and we found a spot. We went out, hid in a bush for most of the day, but had an absolute blast.
I started playing back in 2001, which is my first back
Oh, a long time ago.
I've been playing for about 19 years, competitively for about 2, and then national for about 1 right now, or
Nice.
2 months.
What got you into paintball?
Just playing out in my buddy's backyard in Chaska
Yeah.
when I was in like middle school. Got a tip in '98.
Seems very common. Everyone
Yeah.
playing the buddy's
Started
backyard.
playing after that at the Splat Ball downtown. That was probably like 2002. Played a couple tournaments.
Okay.
Some old school guns like TL4s. Definitely. I don't know what year it was. I was really young, and there was it's like a competitive league on FSN. I think it was like MPPL Pro Paintball or something like that. I used to always watch that, and they had sweet commercials, like Spider commercials and stuff, and like I just loved it. And then I bought a Spider Pilot, played like once or twice a year, and then came back to it after college. Had the time and money after I got a job and stuff. So just, yeah, I've been just waiting to get back into it.
Got into paintball. I think we went out for a friend's birthday party at the Adventure Zone.
Oh, dang.
And then I started playing more and more and ended up getting my own gear. Went over to MN Pro, started playing for there for a bit. I saw this sick, nasty team that I always looked up to called House of Ground. And chatted up with you for a bit and got there.
Years ago, I'm from Pennsylvania, and one of my neighbors actually brought me to a local field to play, and my mother was kind of against it. And that was back in the day when Shockers, Angels, and just Ego 7s and 6s were just, the wave back then. And I just fell in love playing, and they had the little kind of like wood chips on the ground with the sawdust underneath the concrete, so it was fun sliding around. It just really brought me into it, and I wanted to take it a little bit further and play. And a lot of the guys at the local field was called LVP Factory, and they ended up changing into newbies, and they helped when I was younger play and try to teach me some things, and took some time off and then moved to Minnesota. And then
met us?
That's when I ended up meeting you guys as well.
Alright, so what got you into paintball?
Like a lot everybody, like a lot of people said, I met some dude in middle school, and I went out for just a couple guys getting together in his backyard. Not playing paintball ever. I went out and bought a what was it, like a JT gun, JT
Accelerator maybe?
I don't remember. It was really fancy. It didn't work at all.
Was it electric?
Yeah.
Was it blue?
Yeah.
Accelerator.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
So I bought that, brought it out. It didn't work. So I used someone else's gun, and I was like, this is pretty sweet. But my gun doesn't work, so I went back and I traded in for a Tippmann, the one that I borrowed. It works great.
Yeah.
I went back out to his yard a few times, and of course I wanted to get better equipment because it's who I am.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so I went and got a Spider Electra Deluxe. And then just, it was a whole different game.
I remember
at
that
point.
gun. That
Yeah,
thing was sick.
It wasn't even fun playing in the backyard anymore. So I took my best buddy, Tom at the time, and we went out to Adventure Zone. Again, I was probably like 13, so my parents were dropping me off. Played at Adventure Zone for a number of years, and just, you know, you come to learn different like techniques in paintball and different ways to play, and you end up making friends.
Yeah.
So my playing from backyard or someone's backyard to
Weekend Warrior.
the Weekend Warrior, exactly. Yeah. So I was hooked from the beginning. One of the guys there, Craig, let me use the shocker at the time. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
this is Electra, what? So I got rid of that. I bought a shocker, and then that was in 2003. And then I just started playing competitive, you know, polar bears and local events like that.
What got you to be part of the House and Ground team?
Once again, I think it was Kyle. He's like, have you met Chris? And he brought me down here. I think it was the first time I met you. And
I remember that.
we had a good time, and it's been a fun road ever since.
Actually, you at Air Assault.
Yeah.
You know, that's the first time I had a good look at House of Ground. That was the old Air Assault Maple Plain. Then I actually contacted you, found out what the program was all about probably about a year and a half ago. And I've been here ever since. I really, really like it.
My first paintball experience was at Vintage Paintball.
Was that the VPS? And you
Yes,
roasted
VPS.
everyone?
Yes.
Killed everyone.
Yes. Actually, it was my first time playing in the Snake ever. Really?
Really?
Yeah. I always played Dorito sauce.
Murdered at that event. So you played with Vintage for a while. What got you part of HG?
It was just the way you guys approach things, the way you guys come in, just like 20 people strong, and seeing how everybody's just more of a bond. And so I just wanted to be a part of something that I could be with long term instead of short term.
What got you on a part of HG? What interested you with the team?
I'd say just the way that you guys run stuff, the way you run stuff.
Yeah.
It's that family feel, you know, and just seeing how much fun you guys had, you know, and I don't know. I just pretty much like the way you run stuff, man. It's just sick. You guys are super tight knit.
I was looking for a place to play after our collegiate team, NDSU, folded after last year after everyone graduated. So I was looking for a place to play and continue to play paintball after I graduated. And former teammate Travis Johnson, he hit me up and said, hey, we got a spot. If you want to come down and just see how the team works, if you like it, stick around.
What got you part of the House and Ground organization?
Definitely Darius.
Yeah.
For other players.
And brought you in?
Yep.
Okay, what got you part of the House and Ground group?
I guess just want to take it to the next level. You know, I came out for open play and some advanced play stuff, and I just never seen it, I guess.
Goal for myself would be to, I don't know, whatever benefit I get from just trying to get good at the game. I think there's just a lot of all-around perks to it, like just character things and just discipline. Like it's a discipline. It's like a, I don't know, a martial art or something where you mess up, you're gonna pay. So you learn from your mistakes. Like that's just fun when there's like stuff on the line, like you're gonna bleed or something.
Yeah, so I ended up getting on Hostile Ground, and we played together for like 3 years before the Air Assault merged, like 3 or 4 years.
You can talk about that if you want to.
Yeah, and then so Hostile Ground ended up merging with Air Assault, and that was like a whole different game for me because with Hostile Ground, it's like we're all about fun. You know what I mean? And like Air Assault was like super strict, so it was definitely different for me. And at that point, I just didn't like it, so I took a break for a year, and then I came back and I started playing for a team called Vintage, which was run by Aaron Thole, and played with them for a few years. We ended up playing D3 X-Ball and winning the series championship in NXL.
Nice.
Now I'm back here, back home.
So what got you on the team?
That was actually 2 co-workers brought me on. I was playing with Ignition, practicing a little bit, and then 2 of the old players on the team actually said, you know what, would you like to play with our D5 squad and see how Jake's going? I said, I'd love to. And I remember watching you guys on YouTube when I was a kid, and I looked up to all the guys and just seeing you guys on TV, but I should say YouTube, and it just history from there.
I should back up a little bit. Before that, I took my friend Tom and like 2 other buddies that I played every day at the Adventure Zone with. And this is Pants.
Yeah. His butt crack.
Nice.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
So we decided to make a team, House of Ground. It was actually, for those who don't know, the team name House of Ground came from a song that a coworker of mine, he was in a band, he had a team name, or had a song called House of Ground. That's where the story comes from.
Okay.
And I've always been kind of, I don't want to say like an alpha, I mean we talk about it all the time, but they kind of put me in that leadership position. So yeah, we played at Adventure Zone for a number of years, and we became pretty good and started playing competitively and getting attention, and pretty soon people they see what we're about, they see we're having fun, and they just wanted to be a part of it. So this little 5-man team quickly grew to like a 10, 15, 20-man team. And we were very good. It was us, Aerosol. What other local teams were around at that point? This was way before.
You had Vintage around. You had
Vintage was starting to die off.
there wasn't really much from Adventure Zone except for the Lost Boys.
Disorderly Conduct and Lost Boys.
Disorderly Conduct, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the local scene was just huge back then.
Yeah.
And as the team was growing and growing more and more, we became really good and really competitive, and so competitive that just like in football or just like in other professional sports, like they start picking your best players.
Yep.
So it became kind of like a pissing match once we became that, once we got like some local guys' attention, we got that D3 level, that's when we started to really become recognized as a threat. What is your favorite thing about being part of this team?
The shenanigans.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of shenanigans.
Do you have any examples?
Gotta love the circle. But no, just the team energy when we're out at events. It's kind of just like a little family.
I recall a challenge in Vegas this year that you failed miserably.
Yes.
Do you recall that?
I don't think we failed miserably. I think we just went against teams that were better.
No, not that. I mean the slurp off.
Yes, the slurp off. Talked a lot of shit, but
Couldn't back it up.
hey, I was second. That's all that matters,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. All right. What's your favorite thing about the team?
The camaraderie,
Yeah.
brotherhood, the way we can come together and fix problems.
Yeah.
That's without starting an argument.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Well, this is your 3rd tour of duty with us?
Yeah.
You were one of 2 people that did all of NXL last year with us when we won the World Cup.
Sure.
Do you have a favorite memory that day?
Obviously, winning World Cup was a really good memory. Slips in Vegas, obviously, and then I can't forget about Colin doing his Colin licking that tiger statue.
I just post that picture right here.
It's a big family. The camaraderie out here. I'm always excited to come down and play with everybody. It's always a great time to come down here. We all get better.
I would say personally the Stone Zone. We got this little upgraded club called the Stone Zone. Pretty fun chilling with them. Other than that, we got a huge group of guys, obviously, so that helps.
Yeah.
With having to play at national events, having that extra person really counts a lot when you're getting tired.
Sure.
I mean, really everything about it. Financial stuff helps a lot from Coach Cnoddings.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about the team?
Just the brotherhood, having fun while still hopefully having, being successful as well.
Where do you hope to see the team go from here? What's your goal? It's been kind of a crappy year for this.
It has been a kind of crappy year. I just want to see the team progress way past E4 because we have some straight hitters on the team. I want to take another World Cup in a different format, whether it's D4 into D3 or. I think the sky's the limit for each team.
What's your plans for the future with the team or in general?
To improve my skills, our team's camaraderie and skill level, so we can ascend the ranks and just dominate.
Preferably, I would really just like to see 2 solid lines where everybody communicates and kind of guess how each other play off of each other. Because I think that's where we struggle the most.
Is there a goal you have in mind for yourself or for the team?
Just to keep improving.
Okay.
Be a team player. Whatever's good for the team is good for me. The moment I stop having fun is when I'm done. So I like coming out. Whether it's practice, tournament, whatever.
Do you have a favorite memory with House of Ground or in general?
It would definitely be my favorite memory with Hostile Ground was before the merge. Just having like the push of like all the people I looked up to, like you and all the other original Hostile Ground guys, to push me to run down the field and try new stuff.
Nice. Yeah, it was pretty motivating, I bet.
Yeah, it was extremely eye-opening. So.
Okay. Do you have a goal for yourself or for the team? You want to see in the future?
Man, my goal honestly is to just have fun and push the team as far as possible.
Do you have a favorite memory for the team? Or with the team?
Probably Peckin was really fun, and then just a lot of the different kind of like group chats and a lot of fun on the team. So.
Okay. Do you have a goal? You want to or talk about Peckin a little bit?
Yeah, it was an experience because of the snow. We had a good group of guys that went out. It was an X-Ball event, winter, so there was a lot of different conditions out there, and it was very fun to be able to see us, for one, organized, and then two, just kind of seeing how we all more or less played together and then what we could improve on. So it was definitely a big learning experience, especially underneath the conditions that we played. So that was definitely one of the biggest takes and learning lessons was, for one, not just being able to strategize on the field and capitalize, but underneath all different conditions, because you can never blame the condition. It's always just being focused on the game itself.
Yes. Okay. Do you have a goal for yourself, for the team that you'd like to see?
Just to be able to stick with you guys and grow and just stay. And one of the biggest things of why I joined Paintball again versus just kind of staying consistent throughout the years was wanting to make friends in Minnesota and having those coworkers bring me in. Just being able to have a brotherhood develop and then develop my skill set as well, because you guys are all about coaching, positive feedback, and learning at your pace. And that's probably one of the most important things to me, is I want to be able to grow as a player.
As soon as we became really good at D3, we should have won Chicago D3, but we got scammed, like always, it seems. The team kind of crumbled at that point. Some players wanted to go a different route, a different team, and I just kind of held pieces together and held as long as I could. Did that for a couple of years, and then I just said, you know what, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
You guys probably seen videos. We're all here. We're grinding every weekend. But after some of my core guys got picked from me, I kind of took the wind out of the sail a little bit.
Yeah.
But then someone else jumped off the bridge. I guess I'm doing it too. So I joined the team that everybody left for, Air Assault. Played with them. Did you ask me this question?
I didn't ask you, but I knew you were going to go there because you were just kind of going through the history of where you guys came from. And
okay. Well, yeah, I've been here since day one, so we'll continue. So we played Air Assault for a while. We went up to we won D2, pretty good D3. Then we jumped all up to semi-pro. And, we learned pretty quick. It's a big difference as you go up in divisions. The margin for error in D4 is like this big, and in D3 and D2 the semi-pro. It just we knew it was a big bite. Going through, and that team kind of didn't crumble, but people make that jump. That's why there's 70 plus D3 teams, 80 plus D4, 50 plus, or like 30 plus D2, and then maybe 20 semi-pro and a pro. The reason for that is because it's a big jump to go from the ranks all the way up there. As soon as we did that, it kind of took a turn for the worse for the team.
Did you take a break after that?
I did. It was probably about a season or two.
Okay.
And that's when I shouldn't say I took a break. I kind of stepped back as a player.
Okay.
And I wanted to bring House of Rex. This is the passion for me.
You want to rebuild the empire?
Yeah, this isn't a job. This isn't it's a hobby. I enjoy it. I have fun with it. It's something that I enjoy doing. I take time out of my day to do this for a reason. I have 1,000 other things I could be doing right now. But I'm here helping you guys playing paintball, sitting in the field, do all this stuff. Because I love doing it. It's part of me. It's been part of me for 19 years now. So it's a long time. So yes, I took out the coaching role for the team. Also because I was ranked D2 and there was no events locally or even really regional that I could play. There's a few, but I don't know. I don't mind coaching. It's what I do. I like helping people. But now we got some more talent. You're getting better. Holt's on the squad. We got a whole bunch of other guys on the team that we didn't have before, and we're kind of building things up. And during all that, other teams are kind of going down a little bit. Air Assault's a fraction of what it was. Vintage is no more. And they see us, and we got 40 people on the roster right now. They see us, we have our own field, our own paint, our own compressor, we have our own everything. It's all private. And of course they want to be part of that. Of course they see the financial benefits to it as well. And, all I ask from them is their loyalty, commitment, and best have the team's best interest in mind. And I think people, as you probably heard in the interview, people all said the same thing. It's a brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's a family. And, I think it's very special to have.
Going off of that and the whole family and the whole brotherhood thing, what would you say is your favorite memory of an event with the team, or just what's your favorite memory with the team? Would you say?
With the team, winning the World Cup with you, baby.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, that was such a good season. It was you, me, and DK.
Yep.
All season. We had people fill in some events, but it was just us,
Yeah.
And like going from start to finish. Like we entered that event or that season, D4X ball as me as a coach.
Yeah.
And that didn't favor very well, so we got the new 10-man. Did pretty good.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, let's try this again. Next event, same thing, right? We did D4X.
Yep.
When we crapped the bed, did 10-man. Did pretty good again. So then we decided just to roll with that. And, not many people can say, from Minnesota at least, say that they won World Cup.
Series title.
Or that they're NXL champions.
Yeah.
They're champions in the series. And to do that with you, in particular, was that's my favorite memory. The entire season.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun. I was hoping to go for this year again. Vegas happened, and this whole virus thing happened. So now, around here at least, it's dead.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that's open besides. We're not field. We're not making money on this, but nobody else is doing this.
No, definitely not.
I mean, maybe field they just started opening out, and else open out, I suppose. But we were 4 months ahead of that.
Yeah.
Doing this stuff.
Where do you see HG going? Where do you want to see HG go?
Yeah, when I was asking this, I was thinking about this. Some people said that they are into HG because it's fun. And that's totally fun. HG is fun, and I keep it fun because if it's not fun, what's the point of doing it?
Yeah.
That was my issue with airsoft. It wasn't fun for a while, or after a while. There's cliques and there's expectations that even though I met them, I don't know. There's too much. I don't want to get into it. There's too much stuff there that I didn't necessarily favor nor benefit from.
Yeah.
It was not a waste of my time, but it sure taught me a lot.
Yeah, you learned a lot.
Yeah, and I want to. It just reminded me of what HG is about. And we've always been this way. I didn't do this just because of that. This has always been fun.
Yeah.
We've been picked on, and those guys are super fun. They don't want to win. It's like no. We want to win, but we're gonna have fun. If we don't win, we're still gonna have fun because again, what's the point of doing it?
Yeah.
So my goal for HG is just to keep it fun and keep it competitive. Today, for example, I played for the first time besides for a fill-in point once or twice, but I actually played today for the first time in a long time.
You played today too.
Yeah. Because I've just been coaching, and the reason for that is because I want people to get their shit pushed. I'm not saying I'm better or anything like that, but I purposely put together a good squad against anybody else, just to it's time to step it up. So I would personally, I'd like to. I don't know if this season, what's going to happen this season, if everybody's ranks can go down or what, but I would like to play as low as I can. If that means sitting out that season, that's fine, because you're restricted so much the higher you go.
Yeah.
So my goal is just to make sure you guys are successful, and I'm going to be there the entire time, every step of the way to make sure that happens.
Okay.
Successful whether it's on the field, off the field, anything.
Yeah.
I try to keep people accountable and motivated to be part of this. Why are we here right now? There's no NXL in the site.
Yeah, it's everybody has the same passion for the game.
Yeah.
And you're giving a lot of people an outlet to play and actually have the passion for the game. So.
Right. Hopefully it goes for the long haul. Kids involved. See if maybe more teams will fall apart. Maybe people will get into it and want to be involved, and we're here for those sports.
You're just gonna keep it rolling, huh?
That's right. I'm not going anywhere.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm excited. All right. I'm gonna help these guys clean up. I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm sitting, so I want to ask me anything.
Do you want to look here, or do you want to do the same thing as them?
I'll have someone sit there and ask me. Yeah. Oh, that's wrong, Chris. Am I in the frame?
You are, yep, looking good.
All right, give me your worst. This is weird being on this side.
Isn't it?
Yeah. All right. Is that good? Hello.
Stop it for a second. Hey, shut the f*** up!